Reincarnation anime keeps evolving, and lately the overpowered main characters are hitting different. So today we're breaking down 6 reincarnation anime where the MCs are absurdly strong, weirdly smart, and dangerously entertaining to watch. Kicking off with number 6, the Holy Grail of Eris. Now listen, if you came here expecting sword-swinging power fantasies right out the gate, the Holy Grail of Eris might throw you off for about 5 minutes. Then it grabs you by... This is reincarnation with brains. Our MC isn't flexing stats. She's flexing strategy, social manipulation, and the kind of calm intelligence that makes nobles sweat through silk suits. The reincarnation angle feeds directly into political chaos and court drama where every smile feels like a threat. What makes the MC feel overpowered isn't raw strength, but control. She knows how the world works, how people lie, and exactly when to let enemies destroy themselves. And honestly, watching arrogant villains talk too much and accidentally confess is its own kind of combat scene. If you enjoy anime like Ascendance of a Bookworm but wished it had sharper teeth and more lethal conversations, this scratches that itch. That said, it's slower than your average Isekai. No explosions every episode. Some people will call it boring. Those people also skip dialogue-heavy arcs and miss the plot. This is chess, not checkers. Stick with it and you'll realise the OP factor here is inevitability. Once the MC sets things in motion, there's no escape. Sliding to number 5, Roll Over and Die 2026. Okay, warning bell right now. Roll Over and Die is not here to be comfortable. This anime walks in, flips the table and asks, what if reincarnation was cruel, unfair, and still made the MC terrifyingly strong? Our protagonist gets betrayed early, brutally, and without mercy, and instead of crying about it for 12 episodes, she evolves into a nightmare. Her power doesn't feel flashy, it feels dangerous. Every ability she gains comes with pain, sacrifice, and a very real body count. You don't cheer because she's cool, you cheer because survival demands it. Villains don't monologue here. They panic, and when they should run, it's already too late. This anime roasts classic isekai tropes. No friendly guild welcome, no easy leveling, no harem nonsense, just raw, ugly growth. And that's what makes the OP factor hit harder. When she wins, it feels earned, like crawling out of hell with sharpened teeth. Is it dark? Absolutely. Is it for everyone? Not even close. But if you're tired of soft reincarnation stories pretending trauma doesn't exist, this one punches you straight in the soul and then asks if you want another round. Landing on number 4, Easygoing Territory Defense by the Optimistic Lord. This one sneaks up on you. You hear the title and expect background noise anime. Instead, you get a reincarnated MC who casually turns nation building into a flex. He's not screaming about being overpowered. He's smiling politely while outsmarting everyone within a 50-mile radius. The MC's strength comes from logistics, leadership, and future knowledge. He builds defenses that feel unfair, trains people efficiently, and somehow makes governing look cool. Watching enemies confidently invade his territory only to realize they've walked into a perfectly planned disaster is endlessly satisfying. It's like that time I got reincarnated as a slime if Rimuru leaned harder into economics and military tactics. What really sells it is the tone. The MC stays chill. No ego trips, no edgy speeches, just quiet competence. And that optimism? It's not naive, it's calculated. He believes things will work out because he already stacked the deck. Sure, action fans might want more flashy fights, but the payoff comes when entire armies crumble because they underestimated a nice guy. This anime proves OP doesn't always mean loud. It can mean inevitable. And honestly, watching smart planning demolish arrogance never gets old. Looking at number 3, The Daily Life of a Part-Time Torturer. Yeah, this one. This anime sounds like a joke, then slowly rewires your expectations. The MC gets reincarnated into a role nobody wants, and instead of rebelling, he masters it. His power isn't brute force, it's psychological dominance, emotional intelligence, and an unsettling ability to break people without breaking the story. The humour is dark, sometimes uncomfortably funny, and often smarter than it has any right to be. One minute you're laughing at absurd workplace logic, the next you're realising how terrifying competence can be in the wrong job. The MC treats torture like customer service, and somehow that makes him scarier than most demon lords. What makes this OP is control. He understands fear, pain, and persuasion so well that resistance becomes pointless. Villains don't lose because they're weak, they lose because they're outmatched mentally. And the anime knows exactly when to joke and when to pull back, which keeps it engaging instead of edgy for shock value. But trust me, number 3, it'll mess with your head in the best way possible. Moving into number 2, Headhunted to Another World. This is reincarnation for adults who've survived office politics. Our MC doesn't get summoned because of destiny, he gets recruited because he's valuable. That alone changes the entire vibe. He brings corporate experience, negotiation skills, and leadership instincts into a fantasy world that desperately needs them. And yes, he becomes ridiculously overpowered, but not in a one-shot-the-dragon way. He builds teams, he restructures systems, he turns chaotic organizations into efficient machines. Watching fantasy generals realize they've been outplayed by spreadsheets and strategy meetings is hilarious and satisfying. The anime constantly pokes fun at traditional Isekai tropes. No blind loyalty, no random power-ups without consequences. Every advantage the MC gains feels logical, earned, and slightly unfair to everyone else. If you liked Log Horizon or the smarter arcs of Overlord, this hits that sweet spot. The pacing stays sharp, the humour lands, and the MC feels powerful because he understands how power actually works. It's less magic fantasy, more controlled domination, and that's why it works so well. Taking the crown at number 1, Reincarnated as a Sword Season 2. Season 2 didn't just continue the story, it doubled down on everything that made this anime fun. Being reincarnated as a sword still sounds ridiculous, and somehow it's still one of the most effective OP concepts out there. Teacher is absurdly strong now, and paired with Fran they feel unstoppable without becoming boring. What Season 2 does right is scale. The fights are bigger, the enemies smarter, and the emotional stakes higher. Fran isn't just swinging an OP weapon anymore, she's growing, making decisions, and facing consequences. And Teacher? He's less talking stat stick and more mentor with god-tier firepower. The anime balances heart, action, and comedy better than most reincarnation stories ever manage. Villains get humbled fast, but not lazily. When they lose, it's because they underestimated a duo that works perfectly together. If you ever doubted that a reincarnated object could carry a series, Season 2 ends that debate permanently. This is OP done right, earned, emotional, and ridiculously fun to watch. Reincarnation anime keeps finding new ways to surprise us, and these 6 prove OP doesn't mean boring. Drop your favourite on the list, roast mine respectfully, hit like if this helped, subscribe for more anime breakdowns, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.